Psycho Mamba here to bring you another fun-filled episode of Tainted, Grail, The Fall of Avalon. So, we are currently sitting in the Horns of the South. We're going to try doing quests without doing the main story, because we're going to try and go for a rare achievement.
He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer. And I mean it! He's a know-it-all from Camelot, but the truth is, he doesn't know shit.
All of those academic types think they're better than us village folk, just 'cause they read a book. We've been getting by just fine without any of their crap.
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osprey to get it pulled out. Sounds like horse crap. My grandma was smarter than your lot, and she couldn't even read.
She knew how to make a proper potion for toothache. If I were any good at mixing that stuff, I wouldn't need to deal with quacks like Heber.
I even gave him my grandma's recipe, but he said it was no good. No, Heber took it, the plonker. Said if I don't know how to make it, you will.
Truth be told, on my other character, I messed something up while doing this quest, and I somehow lost the recipe, so I couldn't complete the quest.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm Jan Heber. Is some local witchcraft I've been trying. Experience is the best teacher. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patient something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself.
What a neat philosophy. Wonder if that would work in today's world.
The pursuit of knowledge is always. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know, and how insignificant you are to the world. Oh, that was unexpected. Yeah. What irony. I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective, yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the South. Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though. I don't dream about anything anymore. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group.
In other words, a stimulant.
Oh, no. Every physician needs his... You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose, or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky.
Sounds like a stimulant, like a methamphetamine of sorts.
Healing diseases, sometimes cutting people open. Oh, and pulling out teeth seems to be a leading cause of concern for everyone around here. Me pulling teeth in the arse end of the world? My friends back in Camelot would laugh their brains out. Lanzo knows very well what he must do. I'm sorry, but... Yes, his grandma's miracle medicine. I had to confiscate the recipe as well, lest he tries making it... Times in the keep are tough. Everyone is either bored... Honestly, The last thing I need is people poison. No, I thought I made myself clear. No need to add other potential. Well, to be fair, the base recipe is pretty harmless. But what if someone decides that if they don't have carnation, it's perfectly fine to substitute it with devil's snare, since the color is more or less the same? Or sage with wolfsbane, because, you know, leaves are leaves. I'm sorry, but unfortunately I know these people well enough not to trust them with something like this. What? How do you... You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But if it causes you to shit yourself for 3 days straight, don't come running to me.
So here's one of the things that I was talking about. The Plentiful Resource Potion locks mana at 100% for 10 seconds. So if you have decent enough attack speed, I could basically unload a bunch of mana or a bunch of spells dual wielding, just boom, 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 boom. And if I can make a higher tier potion, the effect would last longer, giving more time to just bombard. And then things like this, the Fool's Rush and Moss from a Cursed Well, coat your weapon and inflict an effect on him. Basic lightning spell, basic ice spell, basic fire spell, basic poison spell. That's weird. I almost feel like I had gotten that remedy before, but it never showed up in my list of potions I could make. So I'm supposed to do that status. Nothing new's appearing.
Why would you, though? Well, if you're not in the mood for sharing, you might have more success getting people to trust you with their Back in Camelot, I knew a mercenary who had a very similar view of the world. He wasn't very happy when he got too old for his line of work. Do you know why that was? Because nobody cared. Huh, see? I don't even know. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do. Straight to the point, eh? All right. You go there, read a spell, do whatever needs to be.
Okay, I need to store some stuff. Actually, not gonna use that. Not gonna bother with that right now. With that. I've already got hailstone. Why am I drawn? Oh, Last Man. That's right. Gonna keep those so I can unlock that thing at the wolf shrine. Okay, I know Carnation was one. Keep that for the deer shrine. What else we got? Oh, duh. Forgot to... The whole reason I went to the stash, besides dropping stuff off, was to pull out what I think I might need. Potions, crafting. Wasn't Rose. There should have been Sage. Is there a way to... Okay, sort... Quality... Weight... Newest... Ugh. That's not gonna help. Scroats, flour, tomato, fish fillet... Honey... I'll take the other carnation as well. Are you serious? So I've got no sage on me. Holy crap. I wonder. I can't even pick plants in this area. Of course there's sage right here. Ugh. So... And even this stuff is not... I was given that pin to present to the head of the... of this fort.
Mother have mercy. That's just my luck. What a load of crap. The deck? Nah, just old wood. Honestly,
Yeah, all that wood that I was chopping goes towards this next mission.
Always busy with his lighthouse, and every time I tried to do it myself, I can't even sneak out to the tavern because last time some rich bint started complaining that everything here smells of fish. That's a seaside village. What else would it smell of? You do that? That would be a huge relief. Well, maybe not huge.
If
There
that's
are
one
bigger
thing I
problems,
love so
but
much about
it'd
this
be a
game
start.
is that the dialogue that
Truth be
was
told,
put into this
I don't
game,
know why they want it so badly.
it sounds
It's
like
for
people
boats.
I have heard in
Nobody
real
here even
life.
uses boats. But, well, you know how it is with old folks. Once they get fixated on something, there's no point in arguing. I'd pay if I could, but this was supposed to be my job. Not exactly standard keeper knowledge, but, well, we all have our secrets.
Why is he getting... It sounds like he's getting further away.
Surprised? Can't blame you. This might sound odd coming from the only thing more mismatched, but yeah, where chairs don't wobble. Not exactly a secret, but hey. Oh, she's a real piece of work, that one. She came here with her husband. You know, sometimes I regret not getting married. No, not... Well, to be fair, he only bit one. Now both of them are sick. And Heber's got... So, he's sitting in a cage. His wife...
Yep, there are houses that you'll be able to purchase. Of course, you gotta really build up the gold to do it. Nice. Do I have anything else? No, I already sold stuff. We discovered the village. Got that. So here's the dock. Need 50 wood. Currently, I am sitting on 18. Can't seem to talk to this guy. And here is a house that you can buy. 20,000 gold. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. There's gotta be more. Jeez. Hello. I'm actually surprised that these things weren't on lockdown. Ooh, nighttime. It's time to hunt. First off,
what do you want? To gawk at the well, I'll have to So you really don't know? If you're not from here, I'm not sure what could have brought you to this hellhole. Just know, something is poisoning his One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone. Hard? Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. All they do is sit in that keep of theirs, thinking they're the defenders of justice. Well, Cole went mad. I've never seen him like that before. He attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, things could have ended very differently. Afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They said a monster like him doesn't deserve a jail cell. Jail cells are for humans. Bastards. Surprising, isn't it? It seems that Quartermaster Fergus banned any kind of vigilante behaviour. And the local healer said he wants to make sure whatever made Cole this way isn't contagious. So as long as that question remains unanswered, we're at a standstill. But honestly, if anything happens to that keeper, I have no doubt Cole will be killed and will be thrown out of the keep. This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. The locals call it the Arch Spire. In the morning, we realised everyone had a strange dream, but it was a little different for each of us. Cole started acting weird after that, and in time, it only got worse. No, only that, well, it didn't make much sense, but he was convinced that something bit him. He kept checking. It must have been some bug. Something changed by the weirdness that must have caused his fever, his insanity. Well, it was pretty typical. We started a fire and threw some cobwebs into it. Frang brought them back from one of his treks. That boy could always find them somehow. It was our protection from the night and the weirdness. Ellis was on watch that day, but from what he told us, he eventually fell asleep. We were lucky no one slit our throats. We set up camp near the Arch Spire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been right. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing in this world.
I see a darkness. Okay. Time to go hunting. Life transfusion is so much stronger, but the downside to using it is now if I do the project again, if you hear that noise, okay, didn't attack. If you listen closely enough, you're going to hear a noise. Sounds like a shadow slipping by, and then you may hear the clang of metal. Yeah. You ever felt on edge? This is the perfect music to do it. Oh my God. I'll take them for now, because right now I've got basically no room to be being picky on what I pick up. Carrying gauntlets, I don't remember those. Piggy. Look what we got here. So using life transfusion, which is the upgraded version of blood transfusion, is risky because using the projectile or light cast version of it uses your health as fuel instead of your mana. But then if you channel it by holding down the spell, it uses mana to suck blood out of your enemies to heal you. So in a way it's self-sustaining, but you just have to make sure you keep an eye on your health. Oh, goody, weird spirits. Thank God they don't have a lot of health. Weird. What incarnation? Boy, they are out with force tonight. Nighttime is risky, but he vanished again. I think I'm building up a nice supply of cobwebs. Yeah, it's interesting how they're like these pocket worlds, and they have items in them you can take with you.
I'm hungry.
Jesus. God, that made my skin crawl. Attractive.
Help me. Come closer, please. Just for a brief moment. It won't hurt.
Said the scorpion who promised it won't sting you.
My name, in your language, it'll be Abhartak. I was imprisoned years ago by your king. Human, but inhuman at the same time. I suffer, I wither, I am defiled. They left me here to endure hunger and pain. I cannot bear this form. It is twisted and unbefitting of a fore-dweller. So you've come here to save that man. Fool, you cannot help him now. His humanity has been devoured. He has been freed from this pointless human existence. My death will change nothing. It has gone too far. Instead, let me taste your blood. You too shall be freed. Let me taste. Let me. To ease the. I need food, and you.
You know, I saved right before, so let's see what happens when he bites me.
Wonderful moment. It burns! Your blood burns! Isn't it? It's foul! I can't take this anymore!
Huh. Huh. Guess my blood was too spicy. That I was not expecting. So, did that have any... Nope, hasn't left any side effects. Boy, that is weird. Wait, no, I don't want to go that way. That's funny. Okay. Guess so, just a dead end. That is wild. This is definitely a game that has replay value because there's so much. You choose one way, you get the result, and then you're just like, okay, but what happens if I do things differently? Welcome to the stream, whoever's viewing. Feel free to comment and I will answer best as I can. Horsey. Nice, another level up.
I'll take you down with me!
Good attempt. That's a shame. Guy was about to take a potion, and yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, there's a series of books in this game. I believe best described as smut. Okay. Still need to get those wolf claws.
Heavens above! What have you done? You shouldn't. There's no escape from this place. Get up and leave? Oh, no, no. My curse. Just look at this boulder. This one here. It tried to kill me. And it wasn't an accident, oh no. And you, I guess, were just curious what you could find under this famous road? Dear me. You found a whole load, but, well, if we're to die together, I guess I should introduce myself. You just try leaving. This stone block broke off the King's Road when I was sleeping. If it had fallen There is no such thing as a coincidence. The gods aren't late. I didn't bring it upon myself. With just one look, he brought misfortune upon me. And oh, my dearest Lemre. Then one day she just died. Or rather... Well, it's obvious, don't you see? This stone block... I was also attacked by bandits on the road and almost... Before that, somebody stole all of my money. And my helmet. Nonsense. You'll see. I would like to leave. I'm not going anywhere.
Still need antlers too. Dude. Man, oh man. You want to talk about horrible aim. And he used this druidic shrine. Yay, another antler friend. Really is just some iron ore sticking out in the middle of nowhere.
made a big mistake. You're in for a world of
Damn.
hurt.
My poor wolf got smacked.
You're in for a world of hurt. You'll go. You're in for a world of hurt. This is going to hurt. You're no match for our man. We'll make short working. This is... Ha! That's all you... Is that supposed to work?
Seems to be hurting bad enough to kill you.
Did you hear something? You're only making me angrier!
I still got plenty of space. Unloading all...
We'll make short work. I'm not beaten yet. Your gold belongs to us now.
So right now I need all the money I can get.
That's all you've got. Your road ends here.
Hello.
We'll make
You are
short work.
one big bastard.
Your road ends here. Your gold belongs to us.
You stop freaking dodging.
Ha! That's all you've got. match for our band.
Howie.
You're no match for our band.
Finally, some sage.
Stay sharp.
I suppose it has. A pity it has become a hunting ground for bandits. But do not worry, my friend. Let us walk this path and make me whole again. I will restore this island to the glory it deserves, the King's Road included.
Now I'll be able to start wearing the druid armor. And I want to keep raising practicality, that way I can increase the price of soul goods. get it up to at least 110%. So if we go over here, so now that puts me at 70% of price. I'll be putting more into practicality soon. Did I get? No, I didn't. Okay. Here it is. So in this case, for me to get that extra boost, yeah, right now my health is higher than my mana, but that's because I just spent a point, I just worked on boosting my endurance so that I could wear the druid armor, or the wax of the whatever the waning moon armor set is. So if I start putting more into spirituality, my mana will at some point be higher than my health. Also, thanks to raising my endurance again, I can now carry more. God, that music is so epic. Let's see where we are right now. That's right. Let's take care of that one lady's request. Let's take care of this first. much faster I'm already dealing with these things. Okay. Say hello to the Stagfather. Alright, let's see if I can do this on my first try. Something tells me no. Dang it. I totally got sidetracked. Why are there just a bunch of overseers here? How about that? Oh, I know where I am. Which means, yep. Hey, big boy. Boy, I could go with some better mana regen right now. So now I've almost got the price of goods sold back to even, essentially. And once that's there, I may boost my spirituality more, but I may also boost dexterity because there's a certain bow that I'm going to go after, and of course to use it you need a certain amount of dexterity for the bow. And I've got a A lot of cobwebs already. Whoa. Good thing I didn't sell these arrows.
Yes? Who are you? I've told you 1,000 times I'm not leaving. This place is perfect for me. Your taste buds have long been dulled by fried cheese, fried fish, and oil. Oil everywhere. The goddamn oil. Oh, so you're not one of Albert's yes men. I hope you'll forgive this.
God, I love the dialogue put into this game.
I never thought that after the entrance was buried, anyone unfamiliar with my situation would find their way here. But first things first. My name is Rumpold Fenini. I used to be the most renowned chef in Camelot, but now I am an outcast. Doomed to forever search, misunderstood by plebeians with no taste. I've discovered, no, I've reached the limits of taste. And when I gazed into that abyss, I realized that all my past efforts were doomed to fail. You see, the logical conclusion of creating the most delicious food is something that flips the pleasure of eating on its head and brings it to the other side. Food so delicious, so extraordinary, that the pleasure turns into pain. Because, you see, it's only through pain that we can truly reach pleasure. Now, listen carefully. Sour herring and cheese. Perhaps, but it's not supposed to sound, it's supposed to be seen. For what is virtue if you don't first know vice? This experience is meant to embody the essence of flavor transgression. Culinary norms and rules, they're nothing but simple amusements for the masses. Limitations meant only to expose the cracks within them. Why don't you try it yourself? Though I must warn you, there's no turning back from this path. Once you've tasted the effects of my culinary transgression, nothing will ever be the same. Here's the recipe for my sour herring with cheese. The ingredients are for you to obtain. It must be your own path. Just remember, it requires a special herring. If I recall correctly, a good fishing spot was... Here, I've marked it on your map. My acolyte of culinary delights. Oh dear, I could ask what year it is, but honestly, I don't find it terribly important. I finally found my place and purpose. Time holds no meaning for me. Does he now? Why? I don't offer paid lessons, and I certainly don't run the garrison's kitchen. I can't think of any reason Captain Hubert would send his men here. Sorry? Oh, a change in command then. Interesting. I do hope Captain Hubert is well. He was very kind to me when I stayed at the Keeper's Fortress. Thank you for opening the buried entrance. The fresh air is quite...
Odd discovery, yes. Oh wait, I forgot, I don't have a fishing rod.
Morris were here. Do you need help settling in, dear? This isn't the best day to start a new life in the... What a nasty business with that boy. I'm almost glad my Morris isn't here for this. He's such a bleeding heart. Oh, I'm not sure, love. I don't move around. Him and Patrice make such a lovely young couple. I'm sorry, dear. You see, I was born in Little Grove and thought I would live out the rest of my life there, working in the orchards in the mornings and drinking warm cider with my beloved in the evenings. We never wanted to see the world. I guess sometimes the world doesn't give us a choice, does it? That's what people say, but I never agreed. I weathered many storms with my Morris, coming out stronger each time. Avalon taught us to cherish the little joys of our everyday life. Without those lessons, we wouldn't have survived what happened to our village. Little Grove was raided by bandits, a local gang that had been terrorizing the area for months, growing in numbers with each raid. Their leader, Bald Kate they called her, somehow got hold of a branding iron used to mark outlaws. After pillaging a village, she'd brand some men and women of her choosing. That way, Kate made sure nobody would ever help them, and that they'd have no choice but to turn to her if they wanted to survive. My Morris used to be a skilled tanner. I guess that's why she picked him. Yes, I asked him to. He wanted to run with me, but he was still feverish after the branding. I was worried he'd die on the road. Now, I don't have many kind words for Kate, but she doesn't like her efforts to go to waste. As long as he stayed, she'd make sure he was healed. I hated leaving him there, and I hate to think of what she's making him do, but I hope he's at least still alive. From what I've heard, they decided to stay in Little Grove for a while, drinking my cider to the last drop, no doubt. Not like they have to worry about the authorities. The only ones we saw were the Camelot tax collectors who came by once a year. Other than that, not a uniform in sight since I was a little girl. Oh, Mother bless you, my dear. That's all I could ask for. Be careful.
Said it'd get easier.
Oh, it's you. A while ago, one of them, and that's the only reason. I had a feeling something might change with your involvement. I wish I could tell you more. Oh, you tried, and that means a lot. Most of them wanted Cole dead, but Fergus, since Mahon is getting better, he decided that Cole's fate is in. That cooled the tempers of the keepers and lessened the oath. I can't. I won't ask you to end. I'll take care of him for as long as he lives. Yes, just do it quickly, and I thank you.
What's... You've come to put me in the cage? Sorry. Just a bit of grim humor. You know, about what's been happening here. Such a mess, isn't it? Cole is all right. Anyway, I'm Ellis. Aye, there was a dream. Strangest bloody thing out of all the strange shite I've seen. When we woke up, we realised that every one of us had a weird night. I was out in the wild. I had this feeling like something was chasing me. But it was Cole who really had it rough. No, he didn't talk to me or anyone else in the group. Yes, and back then. Well, this time, I don't know. It felt different. He didn't even bother chatting with Patrice. Right. I admitted to them that I'd fallen asleep. Maybe it's stupid. But don't ask me why. Feels mad just talking about it now, but... Well... Well, I'm Ellis. Goldsmithing is my... When I hold tools and make beautiful things. So, here I was working as a goldsmith in a group of... Let's call them business people. I was once traveling with a caravan that got attacked by him. Their chief was a smart guy. The moment he heard I was a goldsmith, he knew what to do with me. Do you want to hear what I did want? Then, one night they broke in. Came back with a whole load of trinkets. Beautiful stuff. The moment I saw it all, I instantly knew what I wanted to craft. They gave me a couple of days. Tinkered for a bit, and then, ta-da! Brand new merchandise. After I was finished, I dressed myself all nice, went to that merchant's house and went, "Good morning, kind sir. I'm a goldsmith. My work is renowned in all of Camelot. Would you be interested in what I have to offer?" You know what he said? "Of course I would." That nonce bought the entire lot, even though I inflated the prices like a street peddler. And when I came back, the others couldn't believe their eyes. I thought I was gonna keel over.
I thought I was going to get a mission from him.
Something happened. Frang doesn't know dream. Frang calls them visions. And yes, Frang had one not long ago. Alone, surrounded
Wait,
by wolves.
why am I talking to myself in
They
the
were
third
more
person?
aggressive, so Frang felt no fear. It was they who feared Frang. Then, I caught the scent of blood and followed it. But I didn't reach the end. The vision stopped. I'm not from anywhere. Frang is attached to nowhere. A place without a leader. There are no tales about a place and it's not about kings, nobleshites, or chieftains. What's needed is a strong soul with a strong name. And their name... Now they're a bit like Frang. Strays with no home. But Reese is strong, despite what happened with Cole. Ellis. He's funny. I like him. Ross. Don't. Frang never... But the unnamed boy did. Once. A few of them. The keepers approached the camp of the boy's people. I'm Frang. Still here. Still breathing.
Welcome to Roan's Tavern.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshad.
I already read these, so I don't need to hold on to them anymore. Bingo.
Who are you?
Another refugee. In my day, it was easier to share. That's so. Fine. Whatever. Not so long ago, we'd have sat down. I don't know. But you could put something on the table. Thank you. We used to come here, the three of us. Me, Berg, and Fedley. But lately, something's gotten into Berg. And it all kinda fell apart. Hell knows what happened. One day he just stopped talking to us. We went to his house to get him. But he only cursed a blue streak at us. Say, mate, do you feel like talking to an old obla? I feel bad for him, but I've got no more patience. Now you're talking. Ever since he got so maudlin.
Excuse me, could you get me a... My name is Alyssa Murray, and I'm here with my... Not to brag, but we are rather prominent. Thank you. I designed it myself. I wanted to blend in with the people of the South. The savage tribes, the brave lightkeepers. I wanted to make an homage to them with my new style.
I'm pretty sure it's...
I can feel everyone here gazing at me with awe. Give it a few weeks and everyone here will be trying... Well, my Duncan is here on business. I decided to accompany him because I have never been to the South, and so far, it's turned out to be terribly dull. And the smell... Pray, tell me, do you know anyone here? You see, I've had my eye on this beautiful abandoned estate overlooking the sea.
Oh.
It's not very far from here, but it's far enough away from all this rabble. If we stay here for a while, I need a place for myself. You understand that, right? The problem is that the manor appears to have some occupants, not legal ones, mind you, who need to be evicted. Forcibly, if there's no other way. You'll do it for me, won't you, dear? Splendid! I can't wait to start decorating. Maybe something nautical, to go with the sound of the waves crashing on the cliffs? Or do you think that's a trifle trite?
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Funny thing is, I know exactly what she's talking about because I myself actually... Sun going up or down? I think it's going up. But yeah. I know exactly what she's referring to. Because I had taken care of that before with my other character. First things first, though. Let's warp here.
Rumpled? Wait, Rumpled? The one who disappeared centuries ago? The chef obsessed with herring and cheese? All that money, and it's Rumpled.
Now you see, the
I'm crying.
Dialogue sounds so much more natural and organic in this game compared to the Elder Scrolls.
Honestly, I thought it was about the lost treasures of the Dalriada, maybe an army of undead berserkers, something that would end the world. You have no idea how scared I was of this job. And now you're telling me it was undead Rumpels. Alright, I'm feeling better now. Do you need anything else from me?
Okay, do the fishing rod. Does the... Oh, right. Got some bounties to turn in.
Please, state your... I can't believe you actually did it. A blade buried in that giant and please, accept Camelot of fish. Oh! Sinan the Giant. He used to rob travelers on the road. And if he wasn't satisfied with what they had, he'd crack their heads open. Now his hefty body is lying in pieces in a puddle of blood somewhere. Oh, sorry. No time for daydreaming, right? Here's your money. Do you keep bandits' fingers? Do you keep bandits' fingers?
Nice, I just made myself a hefty amount of money. Where is the alchemy station? Oh, that's right, it'll be this way.
A curse? Wait, no, I don't need to think. My use... That might be true, but sometimes the right mixture of... This is a field more suited for druidic magic, however. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a tangible solution. What do you think? Do I look like I don't think so. If you're looking... In Cameron, it's like...
Wonder if Flicker Bolt would actually do more damage. You see, I have no idea where the... Bloodsucker, fish oil, fool's rush, health potion. Wait, is this it right here? Nope, leaper potion. Where the... Oh, here it is. I thought it said I needed moonshine. Whatever.
Ah, you're back! Thank you! Here, take this.
Oh, sweet. Dude just straight up gave me a Menhir figurine. Just a straight up extra plus 5 max health? Heck yeah. Okay, more stuff to store away. I still need to make. Store the origin potion. Still need one more claw. I'll keep the wood. I think I needed 3 antler fragments for the deer shrine.
You all right, newbie? Have you been to... I don't see how... An innocent man was sentenced to death. It's just one man's word against another. And Cole. The refugees don't trust us. Frankly, I think Mahon brought... Wait. If you meet... Can't believe it's come to this. Stay safer.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? So, what do you need this time? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. In the meantime, I need to ask... Hola. You do know it needs to stay between us. Fantastic. On a recent night out at Wrongs, documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not... I can't really go there right now. Or just...
Do you notice as you chop the wood, those circles of logs disappear? So how much does that give us? We're at 34, so we need 16 more. Ooh, that sun's bright. It's only 10 o'clock.
What? What? Do you know the meaning of those flowers? Revenge. There's nothing nice about it, and I don't know if he did it on purpose. Thank you. For them. Take those flowers away. Burn them. Throw them in a cauldron. Be careful out there.
So do I still have them? Doesn't look like it. Right. One of the missions, I believe, is in here.
Bloody hell, look at this! The old... They do nothing but shuffle around, stare at walls. I'm telling you, if I was still working here, this place wouldn't be falling apart. And who are you? What do you take me for? A senile old idiot? I know that my boy keeps... How did you all get it into your... Everyone's going on about how old Gabon's gonna keel over any time. I'm old enough to know what I'm talking about. I swear, listen, they wanted Heber, that healer from the keep, then he just threw up his... Hell, I should have been an healer. These herbs, no idea what they're for. Heber said, good thing that at least the one guy who hangs around. Oh, so many. Then you can kiss...
No. But that means... No. Impossible. What? I've no idea how you found out about it. Aye, of course I have. I didn't just throw... He was a good ear. After what you said, I assume you'll make good... Things are getting weird. Well... He died like he lived, with a tankard in his hand. The boys always said Siji was a friend worth 5 others. And he was. He was a prankster like no other. Once, he slipped a rotten egg into the quartermaster's dinner. Never a dull moment with him, that's for sure. No problem. Listen. If by some miracle you really talked with Sigibald, please, give him my warm regards. I don't understand
Sigibald.
Anything anymore.
That's okay, I already know where Sigibald is. How much money do I have? 6,300. I call that chump change right now. Maybe for my character's current level it's nice, but believe me when I say that that'll be chump change later on. I don't say that because you'll be getting filthy rich and whatnot. It's because it's nothing.
I told you, Ron is a good guy. Yes? I understand. Well, it is what it is, right? And I've been wondering why no one wants to talk to me. I thought to myself, are they mad at me or what? But why are you talking to me? How can you see me? Anyway, may the All-Mother bless your path. See you next time. Didn't expect to see you. A few of us had a little gambling ring here. Ooh, Ern, Armand, and Richt. Haven't seen them in a long while, so... Cunning. Oh, yes. Great place, great people. Here, you can always have a meal and... Sure, you can make more gold as a leader. Take care.
So much running back and forth. Jeez. Yep. So capes and things like that are back attachments. They don't, as far as I can tell, not a single one provides any armor. Instead, they usually provide a very pleasant a buff to you. In this case, this one is healing by 20%, meaning my blood or life transfusion spell would be healing me much faster. Yeah, there's just so much to do. Just so you know, I did not know that was there. I just saw... Just saw these ruins and thought, I wonder. Oh, I wonder, what's in the wonder bar? Okay, before I go out there, let's save, because one time I tried swimming far out into the water, and it suddenly is just like, the red priests found you, took you back to the asylum, and are gonna cut you up. Now, oh shoot, I'm like right on the edge of the map. You know what, maybe I won't continue out there, just cause I don't feel comfortable. Don't remember that one. So increases damage, and it only requires 2 strength to wield. That's surprising. I already looked at that. It's more Devil's Snare. I did not know this was here. Not like there was much to it, but... Feels like there should be more to this.
So much for a secluded cave keeping visitors away. Seems like there's no one on this island to hide in peace. Oh well, since you're here, I have an important question. Do you have any food? I promise to answer all of your questions. Oh dear. Fish, meat. Thanks. The only payment I can offer you is seashell. I'd rather you choose wisdom. Much better. Time for a nap. Oh, except you're still here. Oh no, don't tell me you still have questions. Oh, how terrible. Poor soul. As far as at least I can leave whenever I Yes, I heard. Well, if it hasn't succeeded, does he seem incapable of focusing? Well, it isn't a curse at all. It's an ailment of the mind that forces the afflicted to seek meaning where there is none, and then base their life decisions on what they find. In extreme cases, such a person can, for example, starve themselves to death, or kill anyone who looks at them the wrong way. It's not a pleasant condition, but it's treatable. You need to take a Grindelows tooth, powder it, mix it with sage, and pour the disgusting result into some I don't know, something along the lines of, With the power of nature, I have released you from the power of the evil eye. Nature closes the eyelid of the eye to reverse the flow of negative energy from... something like that, blah, 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 blah. Well, it doesn't really matter. Just throw in the name of the poor sod at the end and you should be magically cured. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Since the curse isn't real, the ritual to break it also isn't real. It's all purely symbolic. But it works better if the one who performs it believes in the power of the spell. If you do it poorly, then... Oh, you know what would be nice? I suppose when someone says they miss the taste of roast pork, you tell them to go lick a pig. Anyway, show me the scroll. Yes, I see. I'm sorry, I can't tell you anymore, but it is essential that you discover it for yourself. The pursuit of knowledge often requires...
There it is. Okay, at the bottom right, complete bottom right, I currently have a movement speed multiplier of 133 100%. What else were we trying to do?
You'll pay for that, Weasel. I will be your downfall. Cheap shots.
Nice.
Be careful out there. You're back. It's strange. The night is so quiet. I won't keep you any longer. I'll stop. Thank...
Which money? 6,700.
Oh, there you are. Look.
You did what?
Well, you told me to deal with it, so
Look, I'm... Trust me, I can imagine. We weren't... at least I...
Well, that's your opinion. You have? Oh, that's wonderful. I can start planning the welcoming banquet.
And who are you going to invite, hmm? The crabs?
Dear gods, Duncan. You're so plebeian. Of course.
Good luck with that. Are you sure?
Oh my, how polite. I wouldn't have expected that from such a vagabond.
Marvelous.
Truly it is. Now, we must get in touch with that splendid... Oh, and don't forget to pay the nice mercenary.
Yes, dear.
Why don't you come visit us once we're all settled, hmm? And don't fret.
Hello, child. You look competent enough. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. I've tutored the children of aristocrats from all over Avalon. Fortunately for you, my opinion of them is not particularly high. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. Are you a visitor? Or an adventurer? My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Farshire Library, the greatest collection of books in this part of Avalon. Oh, biding my time, until a brave adventurer with a death wish comes along and asks if there's anything they can help me with. Oh, surprising. I'm looking for someone who will help me find a certain artifact. So, are you interested, child? I came to the Horns of the South because I found a fascinating book. It referred to a certain object, a figure most likely, which has the ability to dispel the wordness like a menhir can. Apparently, it can be found on the ship called Andraste, which sank over 100 years ago somewhere in... However, when I asked those nincompoops, they said that the Andraste wasn't carrying anything of value, and if... The Last Voyage of the Andraste by Elvis the Lightkeeper. He was one of the more notable keepers. In his waning years, he became an adjutant to Captain Lex. But it's best if you read it yourself. You can read, can't you? But just be very careful. This is a very rare publication. Read it very carefully, and after you're done, come to me, and I'll tell you more. A deal? Oh, and they say young people don't want to learn.
Fortunately, folks, it's getting to be that time. We're gonna stop there for the evening. Hope you saw some interesting things. And there are just going to be more and more to find. Thanks for watching. You know the drill. I upload my videos to my YouTube channel, same as my gamer tag. Feel free to leave a like, leave a comment. If you wish to stay up to date on future releases, please hit that subscribe button. I'm Jade Psycho Mamba. See y'all next time.